Stop now. A powerful shift is about to happen, and you are a central part of it. It is no coincidence that this message has reached you today. Higher powers have been working to prepare you for a time when everything will change in your favor. You may be feeling drained, disconnected, and insecure, but all of that is about to end. God is restoring your energy in ways you never imagined. If this message resonates with you, show that you are ready. Like this video, subscribe to the Soul Searching channel, and comment 33 to activate your energetic renewal. And here's a secret. Play this video several times to amplify the power of this transformation. Chapter 1. Recognizing draining forces. Before your energy can be restored, it is crucial to identify what has been draining you. Think about it. Were there people, situations, or habits that left you empty? Maybe it was that friend who only dumps problems on you, or a job that doesn't value your talents. Maybe it was doubts, fears, or internal guilt that drained your strength. God wants you to see these strengths clearly. Your energy was not depleted by accident. Spiritual challenges and life lessons can create leaks, extending boundless compassion, carrying resentments, or engaging in relationships and habits that no longer serve your growth. But here's the good news. Recognizing the problem is the first step toward healing. Consider this moment as pausing the movie of your life. Notice the characters, patterns, and situations that weigh you down. God whispers, "See what doesn't belong." This is the beginning of your divine restoration. Identify the thieves of your light. Now is the time to take action. Write down 3 things that consistently drain your energy. It could be an activity, a recurring thought, or a relationship dynamic. Don't judge, just record honestly. This list is your roadmap, guiding you to release or transform what steals your energy. Remember, God's plan for your life is not about punishment, but refinement. If you've been feeling like you're wandering in an emotional and spiritual wilderness, it's not because you're destined to suffer. It's because you're being prepared to learn how to protect your energy and recognize it as the sacred resource that it is. Your energy is the currency of your soul's mission. When it's drained, it's like trying to write a masterpiece with an empty pen. But when your energy is restored, you transform the canvas of your life into a vibrant painting of purpose, joy, and resilience. Now think about your energy drains. How does your body react? Do you feel a tightness in your stomach? A pressure in your chest? These physical signals are internal compasses, indicating exactly where the leaks are. Trusting these signals is an act of self-love and obedience to your divine calling. After all, you can't fully fulfill God's purpose by operating in a vacuum. As you reflect on these draining forces, realize that some of them may be tied to old stories you've been telling yourself. Maybe you feel like you owe someone something for help in the past. Or maybe you believe you have to endure a soul-sapping job because it feels safe. But you see, what is truly safe in life is not your external circumstances, but your connection to divine guidance. God is calling you to free yourself from these limiting beliefs. Another essential part of the restoration process is forgiveness. Forgiveness is the key that unlocks the chains of the past. You may need to forgive someone who has hurt you, or even yourself for choices you feel have been wrong. Forgiving does not mean accepting or justifying a mistake. It means freeing yourself from the emotional burden it has placed on you. With each small decision to release, transform, or forgive, you are declaring to the universe, "I am ready to receive divine restoration." This is the beginning of a new chapter, where your energy will be a beacon, not only for yourself, but for everyone around you. Sometimes the most draining force is resentment or regret. Holding on to grudges is like carrying an anchor that leaks your precious energy. But releasing these feelings doesn't mean justifying what happened or erasing the memory. It means freeing yourself from the chains of the past. The act of forgiveness is powerful because by closing the door that drains your energy, you create space for something new, pure, and nourishing to enter. Recognizing these drains is not an exercise in guilt, but in empowerment. Now, with this clarity about your energetic landscape, you can begin to take action. Set boundaries. Reduce your time with people and situations that drain your soul. Cut out habits that leave you empty. These small changes begin to build the foundation for your divine renewal. God's plan for you is not just a temporary fix. It is a profound transformation, from the inside out. However, For this renewal to happen, you need to identify and remove the obstacles in your path. With each step you take toward this cleansing, you will find yourself moving closer to the purpose for which you were created. Clearing your inner pathways. You have identified the sources of your energy drain. Now it is time to clear your inner channels to allow God's healing power to flow uninterrupted. Imagine your inner being as a network of channels. Over time, repressed emotions, negative thoughts, and old hurts can accumulate debris in these pathways, blocking the flow of divine energy. The first step to clearing these channels is to practice mindfulness. Take a moment to quiet your mind and listen to yourself. Ask yourself, what is still stuck here? What thoughts or emotions do I need to release? Visualize these blockages dissolving, as if washed away by a stream of divine light. Another powerful tool is gratitude. Gratitude is like cleansing water that unclogs the deepest channels. Begin to be grateful, even for the smallest things. A ray of sunshine, a deep breath, a moment of peace. This shifts your frequency, aligning you with the flow of positive energy. Pray or meditate on forgiveness. Ask God for guidance in releasing deep-seated resentments and reconnecting with the essence of who you are. As you do this, notice how your body responds. Your shoulders relax, your heart opens, and your mind clears. These are signs that blockages are being removed. Now, begin to create routines that nourish your energy rather than drain it. This could be something as simple as a walk outside, quiet time, or even activities that inspire your soul, such as listening to music, reading, or writing. These habits not only recharge your energy, but they also protect your inner channels from future blockages. In the next chapters, we will explore how to attract and sustain divine energy into your daily life, so that you can operate from a place of strength, peace, and purpose. Remember, every step you take toward restoration is an act of self-love and a commitment to God's glorious plan for you. You are closer than you think to living a full, energized life. The blockages in your inner channels may feel overwhelming, but understand that the process of releasing is like a river that begins to flow slowly and, over time, gains strength. The past hurts, disappointments, and limiting beliefs you carry no longer need to define your journey. It's time to dissolve these residues with intention and surrender. Start by listening to the whispers of your inner wisdom. God is constantly inviting you to release what no longer serves your purpose. Think about the negative beliefs that have controlled your narrative for so long. I'm not enough. I'll never make it. I'm not worthy of love or happiness. These ideas, created by wounds, fears, or external expectations, do not reflect the divine truth about you. They are like artificial barriers that interrupt the flow of God's grace and energy. Recognize them for what they really are, illusions. And remember, you have the power to dismantle them. Clearing your inner channels does not happen all at once. It's an ongoing process, a daily choice to let go of what weighs you down, what blocks you, and what no longer belongs. And you may ask yourself, how do I begin to let go? The answer lies in 3 key elements: honesty, courage, and faith. Honesty is looking within and admitting what really hurts, what disappoints you, what causes you fear. Sometimes it's hard to acknowledge these truths, but it's the first step toward healing. Courage is allowing yourself to feel these emotions deeply, without fear or judgment. It's accepting that the discomfort is temporary, and that each emotion released makes room for something bigger and more meaningful. Faith is trusting that God is with you in this process. He sees your struggles, acknowledges your vulnerability, and reaches out to help. In fact, by the time you take that first step, He's already more than halfway there. Visualize those negative beliefs dissolving like ice in warm water, slowly melting in the light of divine love. Allow the blocked energy to begin flowing again. Remember that you are recreating your reality, moment by moment. And in this new reality, you are good enough, worthy enough, and strong enough. You no longer have to carry the burdens of the past, because God is creating a new path for you, one where your energy flows freely and is used to manifest the incredible purpose He has for your life. As you move forward, stay committed to your restoration. Clearing your inner pathways is an act of self-love and obedience to your divine mission. Continue this process and trust that what awaits you is far greater than anything you have left behind. These changes are evidence of the divine work happening within you. Every small relief, every moment of peace, is a confirmation that God's energy is flowing freely through the pathways you are clearing. As your soul opens, you not only feel lighter, but you also begin to see things more clearly. Problems that once seemed like mountains now seem like boulders that you can easily walk around. As you continue this process, practice observing your emotional and physical reactions. If a situation or thought used to make your stomach churn or your chest feel heavy, but now only causes you to reflect lightly, this is a sign of progress. It's proof that you're letting go of the weights that once held you back. The journey of inner cleansing doesn't end there. To sustain the flow of divine energy, it's essential to continually nourish your body, mind, and spirit. This might mean setting aside time each day for spiritual practices like meditation, prayer, or quiet contemplation. It might also mean finding joy in small, daily gestures like being in nature, listening to uplifting music, or simply taking time to be grateful for all the blessings already in your life. Also consider the importance of revisiting practical action steps. There may be new conversations to have, new boundaries to set, or old habits to transform. Whenever you feel like something is disturbing your peace, ask yourself, is this thought or behavior aligned with God's restoration for me? If the answer is no, treat it as just another twig to be removed from the stream so the water keeps flowing. And remember, the process of restoration is not about perfection. It is about progress, day by day, moment by moment. Each intentional action you take toward release and renewal strengthens your connection to divine energy and prepares you for a higher level of living. In the following chapters, we will delve into how to protect this restored energy and how to use this renewed strength to fulfill the purpose God has in store for you. You are just beginning to discover how powerful you can be when your energy flows freely, fueled by the infinite source of the divine. Trust me, the best is yet to come. Trust the process, hold your intention, and continue walking in faith. These are evidence that the debris is dissolving, making room for divine light. Each shift invites more of God's presence into your heart. Embrace patience. Sometimes clearing these pathways reveals deeper layers of pain or belief systems that you didn't know were there. Resist the urge to judge yourself for what comes up. Instead, see each revelation as another stepping stone toward your energetic renewal. Remember that God is not rushing you. The divine loves you every step of the way on this journey, no matter how long it takes. Your spiritual team watches with encouragement, applauding each effort to clear your channels. They know that as these blocks disappear, you become more receptive to their guidance, more attuned to signs and synchronicities. You are not only removing obstacles, you are increasing your capacity to receive blessings, messages, and miracles. In this state, what once seemed impossible begins to seem natural. Imagine yourself as a gardener weeding a precious garden. Each weed you pull out creates space for vibrant flowers and nourishing fruit to grow. Likewise, each emotional knot you unravel leaves room for divine energy to flourish. Soon you will look around and notice that the landscape of your inner world has changed. Tranquility replaces turmoil. Hope replaces despair. You will feel a firmness in your bones, a softness in your heart, and a clarity in your mind that confirms that your inner pathways are free-flowing conduits of divine grace. In the next chapter, we will explore how to embrace God's energy more fully, learning how to receive it as a sustaining force that rejuvenates all levels of your being. For now, celebrate this milestone by clearing these channels. You are preparing to be flooded with the radiant, life-giving energy that God always intended for you. Keep going. Greater enlightenment awaits, welcoming divine energy into your field. As your inner pathways clear, you are on the threshold of a profound encounter. Receiving God's energy is not a distant or abstract concept. It is as real as the air you breathe, as present as the ground beneath your feet. Imagine a soft, bright light hovering just outside your field, waiting for your invitation. All you need to do is open the door of your heart and say, "Come in." Welcoming God's energy means stepping into a space of trust. It requires understanding that you are worthy of this spiritual nourishment. Too often, people feel unworthy of rejuvenation. They think, "Why would God help me? I am too flawed, too broken, too backward." Discard those thoughts. God's love and energy are not reserved for the perfect. They are a birthright, available to every soul willing to receive. When you accept this truth, you stop resisting the flow of grace and allow it to fill you. Consider how this energy might manifest for you. Some feel it as a gentle warmth spreading through their chest. Others experience a gentle tingling in their fingertips or a deep calmness taking over their mind. Perhaps the divine presence reveals itself as a sudden clarity, the release of long-held tension, or a comforting assurance that you are on the right path. Whatever form it takes, know that this is the unique language of communion between you and the divine. Sit or stand quietly and say out loud, God, I open myself to your healing energy. I welcome your presence into every cell of my being. Fill me, cleanse me, strengthen me. Speak these words with conviction. As you speak them, imagine a golden stream of light descending from above, entering through the crown of your head and washing over your entire being. Feel it cleansing parts of you that have been tired, dull, or overwhelmed. This is not fantasy. It is a spiritual reality that you are choosing to experience. Notice what happens as you invite this energy in. You may notice your posture adjusting, your breathing deepening. Problems that once seemed overwhelming may suddenly seem smaller, more manageable. Stuck emotions may begin to shift, creating space for a sense of inner spaciousness. This energy not only renews your physical and emotional strength, but also aligns you with a state of clarity and purpose that transcends the immediate. It is like a river flowing through you, sweeping away the last remnants of doubt and fear, and leaving in their place fertile ground for new possibilities. In the next few moments, take time to simply feel. Take your time, and let your expectations run wild. God's energy is working within you, restoring every part of who you are. This is the beginning of a new level of alignment with divine grace, a foundation for you to continue living with full energy and purpose. In the next chapter, we will explore how to sustain this connection and build a life where this flowing energy becomes the basis for all your choices and actions. Get ready. The best is yet to come. In this openness, God's energy can settle more deeply, restoring not only your vitality but also your sense of purpose and meaning. As you learn to receive, remember that this energy is not a limited resource. God is infinite, and His supply of divine love and renewal never runs dry. Any feelings of lack or scarcity arise from human misunderstandings, not divine truth. Realize that you can call upon this energy whenever you feel depleted. When you wake up, before important meetings, after difficult conversations, or simply when you want to reconnect with something bigger than yourself. This process also involves letting go of old identities that tell you that you must do everything alone. Admitting your need for divine support is not weakness, it is wisdom. By accepting help, you create a partnership with the source of all healing and sustenance. You become a vessel that can be filled, rather than an empty vessel rattling in the wind. Over time, as you repeatedly welcome divine energy, you will establish a strong spiritual current running through your life. It is like building a muscle. Each invitation strengthens your connection, making it easier and more natural to receive. Soon it will feel like second nature to call upon this energy, whenever you need it, and even when you don't realize you need it. Be patient with yourself. If you don't feel dramatic changes at first, trust that subtle shifts are unfolding beneath your conscious awareness. Sometimes restoration begins quietly, like a seed sprouting underground before breaking through to the surface. Have faith that God is doing sacred work within you, rearranging what needs rearranging, illuminating what needs illuminating. As this divine energy fills you, it also begins to radiate outward, like a light bulb shining in a dark room. Your presence can uplift others, inspiring them to seek their own connection to God's healing power. This is not about preaching or forcing beliefs. It is about embodying a peace and vitality so authentic that others naturally wonder about its source. In the next chapter, we will explore how to maintain and nurture this connection as you move through life's daily challenges. Because as your energy is restored and strengthened, you will be better able to face obstacles with grace, trusting in the divine power flowing through you. This is not only a path of personal renewal, but also a journey of transformation that reverberates out into the world around you. For now, know that by welcoming God's energy into your field, you're not only finding replenishment for yourself, you're becoming part of a larger sacred exchange that enriches the entire world around you. Integrating restoration into your daily life. You've begun inviting God's energy into your being, feeling it wash through you, clearing away old debris and renewing your spirit. Now comes the step of integration, infusing this restored energy into your daily existence. Spiritual renewal shouldn't be a passing high or a once-in-a-while escape. It should inform your choices, shape your perspective, and elevate your actions on a regular basis. Consider the routines and rituals that define your days. How do you start your morning? Is it with hurried anxiety? Or with a moment of gratitude and alignment with divine presence? How do you wind down in the evening? By numbing yourself in front of a screen or reflecting on your blessings and growth. Small changes in your habits can reinforce the energy restoration you've been cultivating. Imagine placing a reminder in your home. A candle, a crystal, a small note that says, "I'm filled with divine light." Anything that will make your memory stop and reconnect every time you see it. Take a deep breath and remember, you carry God's energy within you. Now, let Him guide your responses, rather than reacting from old patterns of fear or anger. Over time, these reminders will train your nervous system to remain calm and centered, even in the midst of chaos. Choose a daily habit to infuse God's energy. It could be something as simple as the way you drink your morning tea or coffee. Before you take a sip, close your eyes, breathe deeply, and imagine God's healing energy mingling with that beverage. As you sip, feel it nourishing you, not just physically but spiritually. This small act transforms a mundane moment into a portal of connection and renewal. As you integrate this restoration, notice how it influences your relationships. Instead of approaching a friend's complaint with exhaustion, you may find yourself listening with empathy and offering gentle encouragement. Instead of running away from confrontation out of fear, you can approach it with clarity and honesty, knowing that you have the resilience to handle whatever comes your way. Divine energy doesn't make life's challenges go away. It gives you the resources to face them with more grace and authenticity. As you deepen your daily practice of receiving and integrating this healing energy, you'll begin to notice that over time your reality transforms, not because external circumstances have changed, but because you have become more aligned with the divine presence, able to face life's challenges with a new perspective of strength, compassion, and wisdom. Another key aspect of integration is listening to your body. Your body stores wisdom and will signal you when something or someone is disrupting your restored energy. Maybe it's a tension in your shoulders when a certain topic comes up, or a sinking feeling in your gut when you consider a specific decision. Don't ignore these signals. They are as much a part of divine communication as prayer or meditation. By honoring these cues, you maintain energetic integrity, preserving the grace you've welcomed into your life. Consider also how you deal with setbacks. Even if you live with renewed energy, life will present challenges. The difference now is that you won't crumble at the first sign of trouble. Instead, you'll remember that you are not alone. God's presence is woven into your very essence. Instead of falling into despair, you'll stand firm, accessing the inner strength you once thought was beyond your reach. Failure or disappointment no longer define your worth. They are simply events that pass through your experience. With divine energy as your anchor, you bounce back faster and learn from each twist and turn. As you continue to integrate, remain patient and compassionate with yourself. Transformation is a journey, not a race. Some days you will feel radiant and aligned. Other days, you may stumble back into old habits. The point is not to achieve perfect spiritual posture every moment, but to notice when you stray from the path and gently guide yourself back. Over time, these corrections will become less frequent and alignment will become your default setting. Your spiritual team celebrates each act of integration, each small choice that honors your connection to divine energy. They know that by stabilizing this energy in your daily life, you inspire others to do the same, without saying a word. Your presence can remind people that a higher way of life is possible. This influence radiates outward, touching your family, friends, and even strangers you meet. In the next chapter, we will delve even deeper into this integration, exploring how you can keep your restored energy and use it to not only transform your life, but also positively impact the lives of those around you. Each step you take on this path brings with it the power to elevate everything around you. For now, let gratitude fill your heart. You are not just receiving God's energy, you are learning to live it moment by moment, choice by choice, protecting and expanding your renewed energy. Now that you have invited divine energy into your life and begun to integrate it into your daily routine, the next step is to protect and expand this newfound vitality. Think of your restored energy as a precious garden that you have begun to nurture. You have weeded, enriched the soil, and introduced vibrant seeds. But gardens need ongoing care, water, sunlight, and vigilance against pests that would consume your bounty. A key aspect of protection is discerning what influences you allow into your space. Just as you learn to identify energy drains, you must now protect against them. Not every conversation, relationship, or experience is worthy of your time and focus. This isn't about being critical or withdrawing from the world, but about honoring the divine light within you. If a certain habit or environment continually leaves you feeling drained or compromised, consider taking a step back or setting firmer boundaries. By doing so, you preserve the integrity of God's gift. Protection also means maintaining spiritual hygiene. Just as you wash your body and brush your teeth to keep yourself physically clean, you must cleanse your energy. Field prayer, meditation, or even a quick mental reset during a busy day can clear away minor disturbances before they build up. Visualize a sphere of golden light surrounding you, sealing in the warmth of divine energy. See it repelling negativity, distortion, or anything that is not aligned with your highest good. Do this at least once a day, perhaps upon waking or before bed. Expanding your energy. Expanding your energy means continually seeking ways to deepen your connection to God's presence. Perhaps you explore new forms of prayer, read inspirational texts that resonate with your soul, or try different meditative practices. By exposing yourself to diverse spiritual resources, you broaden your spectrum of understanding and perception. Imagine each new discovery as adding another layer of richness to your energetic tapestry. Another important step is to share your renewed energy in small but meaningful ways. When you offer kindness or encouragement, you are not depleting your store of energy, you are circulating it. Divine energy multiplies when shared, creating a reciprocal exchange that uplifts everyone involved. This does not mean overextending yourself, but it does mean giving authentically, guided by the subtle promptings of God. When you help someone from a place of genuine care, the universe responds by replenishing what you have given and often adding more. Protecting and expanding your energy also involves listening carefully to internal prompts. Sometimes God will gently signal that it is time for rest, introspection, or a break from certain activities. Other times, you may feel drawn to new opportunities that expand your capacity. Trust these internal signals. They arise from the same divine current that restored your vitality. Following them ensures that you continually evolve rather than stagnate in a comfort zone. The role of forgiveness in protecting energy. Forgiveness plays another vital role here. Even after you restore and protect your energy, old hurts can resurface. Instead of letting them reignite resentment or frustration, use forgiveness as a powerful shield. By forgiving others, you release any lingering hooks that could drag you down. By forgiving yourself, you ensure that your energy remains pure and unencumbered by past regrets. You'll find that by diligently protecting and expanding this energy, life's challenges become invitations to grow rather than threats to your stability. Stressful events lose their power to distract you. Manipulative individuals struggle to penetrate your calm center. Even uncertainty doesn't seem so daunting, because you know that you carry within you a source of divine strength and support. What your spiritual team sees. Your spiritual team watches in, or as you embrace this chapter. They see that you are not only holding the divine energy you have received, but enhancing it. Every choice to maintain your boundaries, every moment of spiritual practice, every instance of compassionate giving reinforces your connection. Over time, you'll find that this energy guides your career decisions, shapes your relationships, and influences your creative endeavors. It becomes the driving force behind every facet of your life. In the chapters to come, we'll explore how this deepening connection to divine energy can help you reach new levels of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. For now, rest in the knowledge that by protecting and expanding your renewed energy, you're investing in a future where you can navigate life's currents with unwavering faith and radiant resilience. Taking purposeful action. With your divine energy restored and protected, the next phase is to channel this vibrant life force into meaningful action. God didn't restore your energy just to make you feel better, though. That's part of the process. But this renewal equips you to step into your purpose with clarity and conviction. Think of it like watering a plant that's already wilted. Now that it's strong and green, it's ready to blossom and bear fruit. This is you preparing to bring your unique gifts into full expression. Purposeful action means acting in alignment with your deepest truth rather than reacting out of fear, scarcity, or obligation. Ask yourself, where am I being called to serve? In what areas can my restored energy bring light and transformation? The answers may surprise you. Maybe it's time to volunteer for a community project. Start the creative venture you've been dreaming about, or have a heartfelt conversation that inspires healing in a strained relationship. Even small acts of kindness become powerful when infused with divine energy. An important part of stepping into purpose is learning to trust the moment and the nudges of your intuition. You've spent chapters honing your inner guidance, clearing paths, and embracing the divine flow. Now is the time to let that guidance shape your decisions. This doesn't mean everything will unfold easily or predictably. Purposeful action often requires courage, resilience, and patience. But now that your energy is stable and connected to the divine source, you have the inner strength to navigate challenges without losing hope. Visualizing your purposeful action. Take a moment to visualize a purposeful action you can commit to in the near future. It could be a single step toward a long-held goal or a promise to share your renewed spirit with someone who needs encouragement. Visualize it vividly. See yourself doing it with confidence, and notice what it feels like to act from that higher place. Let this image remain etched in your mind as a guiding star for the days ahead. As you begin to act with purpose, you will notice synchronicities multiplying. The right people show up at the right times, resources materialize unexpectedly, and doors open where there were once only walls. This is no coincidence. It is the universe responding to your clear intention and unwavering faith. God supports those who align their will with divine principles, and your actions now serve as a beacon, attracting more blessings. Overcoming old fears. Don't be surprised if old fears try to whisper in your ear, "Who do you think you are?" or "You're not ready." Let these voices pass like clouds in a bright sky. They no longer have true power over you. You are anchored in divine energy, and this energy carries the wisdom of countless souls who have walked similar paths before you. You are not alone. Your spirit team, ancestors, and heavenly guides are cheering you on, happy that you are no longer holding back. Discerning genuine calling. Another facet of purposeful action is discerning between genuine calling and external pressure. The world is noisy, and others may have opinions about how you should spend your time or what you should care about. But you have tuned into a higher, subtler frequency. Let this inner resonance guide you. If something feels forced, heavy, or draining, it is probably not aligned with your true calling. If it feels expansive, uplifting, and infused with quiet joy, it is probably the right direction. As you continue to take aligned steps, each action reinforces your connection to God's restorative energy. You will discover that purposeful action is not just about achieving goals. It is a form of worship and gratitude. When you offer kindness or encouragement, you are not depleting your store of energy, you are circulating it. Divine energy multiplies when shared, creating a reciprocal exchange that uplifts everyone involved. This does not mean overextending yourself, but it does mean giving authentically, guided by the subtle promptings of God. When you help someone from a place of genuine care, the universe responds by replenishing what you have given and often adding more. Protecting and expanding your energy also involves listening carefully to internal prompts. Sometimes God will gently signal that it is time for rest, introspection, or a break from certain activities. Other times, you may feel drawn to new opportunities that expand your capacity. Trust these internal signals. They arise from the same divine current that restored your vitality. Following them ensures that you continually evolve rather than stagnate in a comfort zone. The role of forgiveness in protecting energy. Forgiveness plays another vital role here. Even after you restore and protect your energy, old hurts can resurface. Instead of letting them reignite resentment or frustration, use forgiveness as a powerful shield. By forgiving others, you release any lingering hooks that could drag you down. By forgiving yourself, you ensure that your energy remains pure and unencumbered by past regrets. You'll find that by diligently protecting and expanding this energy, life's challenges become invitations to grow rather than threats to your stability. Stressful events lose their power to distract you. Manipulative individuals struggle to penetrate your calm center. Even uncertainty doesn't seem so daunting, because you know that you carry within you a source of divine strength and support. What your spiritual team sees. Your spiritual team watches in, or as you embrace this chapter. They see that you are not only holding the divine energy you have received, but enhancing it. Every choice to maintain your boundaries, every moment of spiritual practice, every instance of compassionate giving reinforces your connection. Over time, you'll find that this energy guides your career decisions, shapes your relationships, and influences your creative endeavors. It becomes the driving force behind every facet of your life. In the chapters to come, We'll explore how this deepening connection to divine energy can help you reach new levels of purpose, fulfillment, and joy. For now, rest in the knowledge that by protecting and expanding your renewed energy, you're investing in a future where you can navigate life's currents with unwavering faith and radiant resilience. Taking purposeful action. With your divine energy restored and protected, the next phase is to channel this vibrant life force into meaningful action. God didn't restore your energy just to make you feel better, though. That's part of the process. But this renewal equips you to step into your purpose with clarity and conviction. Think of it like watering a plant that's already wilted. Now that it's strong and green, it's ready to blossom and bear fruit. This is you preparing to bring your unique gifts into full expression. Purposeful action means acting in alignment with your deepest truth rather than reacting out of fear, scarcity, or obligation. Ask yourself, where am I being called to serve? In what areas can my restored energy bring light and transformation? The answers may surprise you. Maybe it's time to volunteer for a community project. Start the creative venture you've been dreaming about, or have a heartfelt conversation that inspires healing in a strained relationship. Even small acts of kindness become powerful when infused with divine energy. An important part of stepping into purpose is learning to trust the moment and the nudges of your intuition. You've spent chapters honing your inner guidance, clearing paths, and embracing the divine flow. Now is the time to let that guidance shape your decisions. This doesn't mean everything will unfold easily or predictably. Purposeful action often requires courage, resilience, and patience. But now that your energy is stable and connected to the divine source, you have the inner strength to navigate challenges without losing hope. Visualizing your purposeful action. Take a moment to visualize a purposeful action you can commit to in the near future. It could be a single step toward a long-held goal or a promise to share your renewed spirit with someone who needs encouragement. Visualize it vividly. See yourself doing it with confidence, and notice what it feels like to act from that higher place. Let this image remain etched in your mind as a guiding star for the days ahead. As you begin to act with purpose, you will notice synchronicities multiplying. The right people show up at the right times, resources materialize unexpectedly, and doors open where there were once only walls. This is no coincidence. It is the universe responding to your clear intention and unwavering faith. God supports those who align their will with divine principles, and your actions now serve as a beacon, attracting more blessings. Overcoming old fears. Don't be surprised if old fears try to whisper in your ear, "Who do you think you are?" Or "You're not ready." Let these voices pass like clouds in a bright sky. They no longer have true power over you. You are anchored in divine energy, and this energy carries the wisdom of countless souls who have walked similar paths before you. You are not alone. Your spirit team, ancestors, and heavenly guides are cheering you on, happy that you are no longer holding back. Discerning genuine calling. Another facet of purposeful action is discerning between genuine calling and external pressure. The world is noisy, and others may have opinions about how you should spend your time or what you should care about. But you have tuned into a higher, subtler frequency. Let this inner resonance guide you. If something feels forced, heavy, or draining, it is probably not aligned with your true calling. If it feels expansive, uplifting, and infused with quiet joy, it is probably the right direction. As you continue to take aligned steps, each action reinforces your connection to God's restorative energy. You will discover that purposeful action is not just about achieving goals. It is a form of worship and gratitude. You are honoring the gift of renewed vitality by using it to create beauty, heal wounds, spread compassion, and leave a positive mark on the world around you. Soon, you will look back and realize how far you have come, from feeling drained and uncertain, to acting with grace and determination. Your confidence will grow as you see the impact of your choices ripple out into your environment. You will understand that your journey is not just about personal improvement. It is about participating in something bigger, weaving your shining thread into the grand tapestry of creation. In the next chapter, we will explore how to sustain this dynamic synergy of divine energy and purposeful action over the long term, ensuring that your renewal is not a passing episode but a sustained way of life. Until then, trust the whispers of your heart and let your actions sing a hymn of faith and courage in a world that sorely needs it. By embodying the divine flow thus far, you have walked through acknowledging, clearing, embracing, integrating, protecting, and acting on divine energy. Each chapter has prepared you for this final step, embodying divine flow as a natural state. Embodying divine flow means living so intimately connected to God's presence that your actions, words, and decisions flow effortlessly from that sacred source. You no longer have to struggle or force results. You have learned to ride the current with grace. Embodying divine flow does not mean that life becomes perfect. Challenges still arise, losses still occur, and uncertainty still looms. But now you approach them differently. Instead of clenching your fists in resistance, you keep them open, allowing divine energy to guide you through difficult terrain. You trust that even in adversity, God's plan weaves intricate patterns that lead to deeper wisdom and compassion. Divine energy in relationships. This state of embodiment also affects how you relate to others. Compassion becomes second nature. You listen more attentively, speak more kindly, and forgive more readily. Having experienced restoration, you know how valuable and healing it can be. This knowledge makes you a channel of blessing, helping others remember their own connection to the divine. Your presence alone becomes a calming influence, showing that renewal and peace are not distant fantasies, but accessible realities. The power of divine qualities. Action. Reflect on 3 qualities you would like to embody as you move forward. Perhaps resilience, generosity, clarity, or courage. Visualize yourself living these qualities effortlessly, as if they were your natural breath. Each morning, remember these qualities and set an intention to express them. Over time, this simple practice solidifies your embodiment, making the divine flow an integral part of who you are. Creative and relational transformation. As you deepen this embodiment, notice how your creativity expands. Solutions to problems emerge more organically. Ideas spring forth effortlessly, nourished by the divine flow flowing through your consciousness. Instead of overthinking, you find yourself responding gracefully to life's stimuli. You become a master dancer, improvising with the rhythms of existence. In relationships, you find a new ease without clinging to control or old grievances. You navigate dynamics with openness and authenticity. People feel they can be themselves around you. You become a safe haven, a place where souls feel understood and accepted. This is the quiet power of an embodied spirit, a life that radiates love without forcing anything. A life that inspires confidence and hope. Your spiritual team celebrates as you enter this chapter. They have witnessed your transformation and know that this embodiment is not the end of your journey, but the beginning of a more enlightened cycle. The humility of divine transformation. Challenges will still present themselves, but you will face them with a radiant heart. This confidence is not arrogance. It is the humble assurance that God moves through you, making your efforts meaningful and your setbacks instructive. Embodying the divine flow also cultivates a sense of timelessness. You become less fixated on rushing, achieving, or controlling outcomes. Instead, you savor the present moment, discovering that God's energy is always most tangible in the here and now. You discover that your life's purpose is not a distant goal, but a continuous unfolding, each chapter adding richness to your story. Divine energy always beside you as you settle into this embodied state. Remember to continue to nurture it. Spiritual maintenance is ongoing. Keep clearing pathways, welcoming divine energy, integrating lessons, protecting your spirit, and taking purposeful action. This cycle of renewal and embodiment will spiral upward, leading you toward new adventures, higher understandings, and deeper inner peace. And even as you live in this divine flow, feel free to celebrate the subtle shifts in your everyday interactions. Notice how you carry yourself in a crowded room, the gentle curve of your smile, the calm steadiness in your gaze. Every detail reflects the profound shift that has occurred within you. The transcendence of divine energy. Over time, these subtle shifts accumulate, transforming not only your personal landscape but also the environments you touch. The world around you becomes a little softer, a little gentler, as your energy radiates outward, inspiring others to embark on their own paths of restoration and embodiment. You have learned that God's presence is not merely an idea. It is a living, breathing force within you. By embracing this truth, you transcend old limitations, discovering a reality where divine love and wisdom guide your every step. What once seemed distant and elusive now feels as natural as breathing. In this state of embodiment, you're not just existing, you are thriving, co-creating with the divine, and offering your renewed energy to a world waiting to be uplifted. You have journeyed from depletion to restoration, from uncertainty to confidence, from separation to embodiment. God's preparation to restore your energy was not just a message. It was an invitation to step into your true nature, the continuing divine journey. By acting on these insights, you have aligned yourself with a greater plan, experiencing a shift that can guide you through whatever comes next. As you move forward, remember that you hold the keys to continued renewal. Continue listening to your inner signals, honoring divine guidance, and sharing your brilliance with the world. Your spiritual team applauds every step, every moment of courage. God's energy is yours to cherish and employ. May this renewal continue to uplift you, inspire you, and help you shine brighter.